Here are 5 bourbons to bring to your in-laws Christmas, and no, they're not all bourbons. Your in-laws aren't even gonna know the difference. There are 5 specific bottles that you're gonna bring to your in-laws. The first one is the Your Dad Still Doesn't Like Me bottle.
The next bottle is, oh, I love tuna casserole. I'm just full bottle.
The third bottle is I Saw Your Mom Kissing Santa Claus.
The fourth bottle is the political conspiracy bottle.
That's why everybody loves the holidays. And the fifth bottle is the Dick in the Box bottle.
Over at your parents' house, a dick in a box.
Or as I like to say, some presents are in a box bottle. First bottle, the Your Dad Still Doesn't Like Me bottle. So how are we gonna get past the fact that your dad still doesn't like me? We're gonna show him something that we picked. This is a Nerds and Turds and Whiskey Row pick. This is a Northern Rye out of Mammoth that's been aging for 5+ years in a Blanton's barrel, sitting at about 138 proof. This is a banger. Your father-in-law probably still won't like you after this, but at least he'll be drunker.
The rye shines like a rye should, not overpowering, and then it's covered in all of this fruit, this berry, this gummy worm taste, and it's so wonderful.
At 138 proof, extremely crushable. It is not hot. With bourbon notes around it. It's wild. It's so good. And actually, there's still some available on shop.buysomewhiskey.com. That is our personal whiskey store. 17.5 years old, 138.4 proof. Been finishing in an iconic barrel for half a decade, and it's like $83. That's insane.
Yeah, and it's too old for P. Diddy, so that means it's good for you.
P. Diddy would never touch something that has 17 to 18 years on it.
Bottle number 2 is the, oh, I really love tuna casserole, I'm just full right now bottle, which is the Joseph Magnus cigar blend, right? You're gonna end the day not with some sickening tuna casserole in your stomach, but maybe with some delicious cigar blend.
So this is a newer batch of cigar blend. It was procured for the Shelf Turds Bar by world famous dentist David Goldman. This one happens to be batch 226.
At first smell it and tell me that you do not get toasted marshmallows and like Mr. Goodbar s'more kind of.
So what I'll get is I do get those candy vibes, right? We've had many other cigar blends from other distilleries, suppliers, blenders. I now, on just nosing that, understand what they were striving for. And unfortunately, they all fell a little bit short. That nose is phenomenal.
Yeah, now taste that. And you're inside of a fucking humidor, just breathing in with your mouth. You're a mouth breather at this point. All that tobacco, all that sweet leaf shit. It's just,
It is, and it's tobacco-y. It's winey a little bit of like a punchy red wine in there, mixed with the humidor tobacco, mixed with, and we're becoming cigar people. Thanks to Alec Rubin at Alec Bradley Cigars, not sponsored, but doesn't matter. If you don't smoke Alec Bradley cigars, you're smoking something that's stupid. Smoke Alec Bradley cigars. Speaking of Alec Bradley Black Market, is it Esteli? How do you say that? Yeah, okay.
is this the last one?
We have a bunch in an actual humidor, but we have one out
Esteli.
here just to represent Alec Bradley. This is a Punk Alec Bradley Black Market Esteli Punk. And there's nothing better to go with your Joseph Magnus cigar blend than a little bit of the old AB.
That's so good.
I'm Will Smith. I just bite it just for the look. I don't light it. Except I do light it, and I actually love it. Black Market
Give it to
cigars from Alec Bradley are the pinnacle of excellence in cigars. And that's what I'm getting. I'm getting bourbon, I'm getting some wine, some red wine notes, and I'm getting Alec Bradley Black Market on the palate of this Joseph Magnus cigar blend. It's fantastic. The third bottle is the I Saw Your Mom Kissing Santa Claus bottle.
Uh-oh. What was she doing?
We all know your mom, when she's got a little bit of wine in her, gets a little frisky. Goes after the neighbor dad, the neighbor boy, anyone else. And so she's doing a little bit of that double time, right? And that's why we're gonna bring up double staved J. Mattingly 6-year-old Kentucky bourbon. This is a 119 proof blend out of J. Mattingly. This is absolutely fantastic.
It is so good.
We just talked about it in another recent video. If you're going to Buffalo Trace, stop, turn the opposite direction. J. Mattingly right across the street, and much, much better experience. And for the most part, you're gonna be able to buy a lot better bourbon and whiskey at J. Mattingly than you're actually gonna see at the shelf at Buffalo Trace.
That was a plug that we were not paid for. You should stop.
I love J. Mattingly so much that I also love Savannah Mattingly, social media and marketing manager at Bourbon 30 Craft Spirits, also known as J. Mattingly. Love you, girl.
This smells like raisins dipped in, I want to say gin. Like it has that like botanical smell.
I thought you were gonna say raisins dipped in Jesus.
What would that smell like?
That is such a wild, it's not wild as in like, oh, it's crazy. It's just this beautifully perfected nose. When I say wild, I mean like, I gotta keep going in because it's just this perfect 6-year-old bourbon nose.
I'm getting like lavender.
Is it MGP?
Oh, God.
It's a little bit bubblegummy and a little bit nutty at the same time. Distilled in Kentucky. No, this is Kentucky juice.
I don't smell nuts.
I'm getting a little bit of that nut, but it is coming across kind of more MGP-y than it is coming across Kentucky-y, but apparently it's Kentucky.
It tastes like the Mexican candy that is, it's not the Rolitos. Too many rolled R's.
Uh-oh.
Rolitos it is, which is all coconut stuff.
Sure.
It's the one that's a circle that has like the nuts, and I want to say that's the marzipan.
I'm going to use the board for the first time forever. This is leather. This is toffee. I keep going to marmalade. Like there's a little note of like this weird marmalade in there, and I love it.
I got marmalade upstairs. Should I bring it down?
No. This is hard to describe because it's so interesting.
Unique.
It's very unique, and I'm struggling to describe it. I'm loving it. I'm going to drink it until I am just ripped out of my mind because I'm trying to describe the notes, and it's not like anything else that we have here.
I wonder the double staved is throwing us off of our normal note path, which is circus peanut, other candy,
barrel, toffee, vanilla extract, a little bit of a leathery vibe to it.
Leather for sure.
This is on the board here, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Toasted nut, yes, but there's an element of a popcorn vibe there. It's so
burnt popcorn.
Yeah, it's so interesting.
Yeah, and it's not overly burnt where it's like, ew, I'm not gonna have that.
No, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
So when we tasted through some of their core lineup when we were there, we were going to visit Limestone Farms. We stopped in a J. Mattingly ahead of time. The three of us, the three biggest whiskey tubers of all time, yourself, myself, and Trev the Bourbon Wrench, tasted their core products. Trev and I loved this the most. We thought this was the best. Holy cow, what a blend. Fan-flipping-tastic. And now I'm remembering why Trev and I gravitated to this one. This is unique. This is one of a kind.
All right, number 4. The political conspiracy battle. You know you're going to get around the table with your family who don't like each other and for some reason still get together every year and discuss politics.
Families are known for hating themselves.
While they're all complaining about the chemtrails,
Flat Earth.
and the flat earth, bring out Rebecca Creek. They're all going to be confused on why a woman's name is on a creek.
They don't even have the right to own land.
See?
Women, right, guys?
Bring this out. Let's confuse them. Women drinking bourbon? That's disgusting.
Ooh, that sounds like a very
She must be stupid.
sounds like a very Shayla thing to do. Gross. I'm gonna move to France. Look how dark that is.
It is crazy dark. So this is,
Holy bananas.
well, this is double barrel, bourbon whiskey, and Spanish oak. So I'm assuming that the barrels are Spanish oak. Or else why would it say that?
Procured for the Shelf Turds Bar by Travis Robeson. And I believe when we actually tasted this during a live stream, he said this has actually had some MGP in it, some of their own distillery in it, and just some General Motor oil, which is why it's so dark.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know how to explain this.
Hot diggity dog.
It almost smells like the base of a cake before you put in all of the flavorings. So you got the flour in there, the baking soda, baking powder, or whatever else goes in there. Maybe an egg, I don't know, but before the sugar and the strawberry and the everything else.
You're right. It is baking spices before they've been sugared up. It is earthy, it is organic, it is robust.
It smells like this person used to be a witch.
What?
Yeah. Have you ever been to a witch's house before?
But used to be a witch. So you've known what a witch smells like and what a recovering witch smells like.
No, they're dead.
You know what dead bodies smell like.
No.
You just said that. Holy moly.
That's nice.
Smack my mother until she impregnates my father. What is that?
It is a bloom of a rose is what I'm getting in my mouth.
I get your floral note?
Yeah.
Your floral?
My floral?
You get your floral note. You got some of that floral note in there for sure, but Hachi Mama is like this weird, crazy, beautiful oak influence, super deep, dark. It's got a coffee bitterness, like the way you want a coffee bitterness, yet it's still bourbon. There's a hint of like a red wine in there. Like, holy complexity noli.
You are nailing the witch's brew.
Because I'm a man and I have the right to vote.
And political table.
And the 5th bottle of bourbon or booze that you need to bring to your in-laws' house for their Thanksgiving, for their Christmas, for their New Year's is the Dick in a Box bottle, or the Some Presents Come in a Box bottle, or the
elephant gift or a white Yankee. Wait, is it a white Yankee?
I think it's called a Yankee now. Crown Royal in a bag, because the Lions are kicking ass and we love the Lions. We have loved the Lions forever. Do you want to know how long we've loved the Lions?
Since before.
This is Golden Tate. We got this at the stadium when Golden Tate played for the Lions. They had no wins, but they had a Golden Tate. We've been on that train for a long ass time. We remember watching games when we were just rooted for the boys to have a couple good plays.
Just a couple good plays.
We didn't care if they won or not, just have a couple good plays. This one is coming to your family holiday party, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, whatever the fuck you're going to.
We don't have to try it though, do we?
Yeah, we do. It's got the Lions embroidered on it. And there she is.
In a regular fucking bottle.
It's 80 proof. Oh, just come off.
It's because it's Crown Royal and it's not supposed to come off.
It's not supposed to be an heirloom. It's 80 proof.
David, are you serious?
I can't. I fucked it up.
Oh, it's a twister. Oh, great.
Oh, I'll take that off.
Smells. Oh.
Why are you?
Dude, it smells like high school. I can't do that. I can't do that.
And that's a good one. And where'd that cap go?
Oh, the smell of that is so awful.
Lions Crown Royal. I mean, for 80 proof and wanting no flavor, if you just want something that you could sip on and have it taste like tainted water, and then all of a sudden, you know, an hour or two later be drunk, this is a fantastic choice. But you know what? Your in-laws are gonna love it. They're gonna say, oh, the Lions. And then someone's gonna be like, ooh, you drink that straight with no ice on it? That's strong. Ooh.
World is going to hell in a handbasket. No one can say a full word anymore.
I got that Riz.
And it's crazy. Girls can't work on cars.
No, of course they can't.
No, so
they can't leave the kitchen for that long. Get in there and bake that bread. If men's buttholes had wombs, it would be different. Can I talk to the people that leave negative comments for a minute? What are you doing? We don't know you. I have no idea who you are. They don't take whiskey seriously.
Who can stand them?
They don't sit outside of whiskey and bourbon lotteries and get a ticket, get a chair, and sit there all Saturday to see if they can get Buffalo Trace.
Have you ever had Band-Aids before?
That's shocking to you that I've never tasted Band-Aids before?
You've never accidentally
sucked on someone's finger who was wearing a Band-Aid? No!